Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you.
In the 5 decades since his career began, Garry Marshall has established himself as one of Hollywood's most respected writers, producers, and directors of television, film, and theater. A Bronx, New York native and a Northwestern University journalism school graduate, Garry began his writing career as a local sports columnist. After starting as a joke writer for comedian Phil Foster in New York, Garry moved to Hollywood in 1962 to become a writer on comedian Joey Bishop's television show.
Incorporated.
Garry soon found himself launching television shows of his own, such as Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, The Odd Couple, and Mork and Mindy. He created and executive produced some of the longest-running and most celebrated sitcoms in American television history.
What a strange way to deal with things. You see, on Ork, we just send away for the spare parts, Nate.
Whoa, it's him again!
Fonzie, my man, come back here right now. Nice visual, huh?
In 1982, Garry decided to leave television for the movies, this time as a director.
Don't touch me! What? Hey, lady, I may be hard up, but I am definitely not that hard up, and I'm not going anywhere. Hey! Damn you! Man overboard! I'll get you for this, you!
The wonderful thing about Garry is he takes the human consideration first, you know? He tells you in one way or another that life is more important than show business. So consequently, you'll work harder for him because he knows he cares about you, you know? He knows he cares about everybody.
It comes off like, hey, it's real casual, you know, we'll make a movie, it'll be fun. But in fact, everybody who works on the film's total energy is put into, you know, making that film, and it's very much a Garry Marshall film.
His early film directing credits include The Flamingo Kid, Nothing in Common, Beaches, and Overboard.
Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I like to meet. Pretty woman.
In 1990, Garry's directing success reached new heights with the box office hit Pretty Woman, starring Julia Roberts and Richard Gere.
Slippery little suckers.
It happens all the time.
Garry went on to direct Frankie and Johnny, The Other Sister, and Runaway Bride, with his son Scott on board as second unit director. Garry's latest film, The Princess Diaries, will be released this summer and stars Julie Andrews and Anne Hathaway.
I am Queen of Genovia.
Whoa, whoa.
And you are Princess.
Shut up!
Garry has helped launch the careers of such well-known Hollywood personalities as Julia Roberts, Robin Williams, Matt Dillon, Jason Alexander, Henry Winkler, and his sister, Penny Marshall.
He's been, not only has he been a brother to me, I think he's been a brother to a lot of people. And he's been there to help them and support them and encourage them to go on to other things.
He kind of just likes life. He likes to laugh, and that gets infused in all his work. So not only does the work reflect that, but the work process reflects that, and everybody just has a wonderful time with him. It's hard to not look at him as a cuddly father or, you know, some strange drill sergeant leading you into a very silly war.
In addition to his job behind the camera, Garry has been known to take a turn in front of the camera.
I like the word peppy and the word cheap.
His memorable acting roles include the recurring role as Stan Lansing in the television series Murphy Brown.
I have one of those chocolates. They're Belgian. Okay, sure. It's going to melt right in your mouth.
You know, Stan, when I said awkward position, what I meant was that I really...
One. Who said two? What, were you raised by wolves? No, don't put it back. Nobody wants used chocolates. Eat it already. Eat the whole thing. What's wrong with you? He just ate your chocolate.
Other performances were as the casino owner in Lost in America, and the owner of the Women's Baseball League in A League of Their Own. Garry wrote his autobiography titled Wake Me When It's Funny in 1995 with his daughter Laurie, but he continues to write new pages in his career each day. In 1997, for example, Garry followed his dream of building a 139-seat live theater space in Burbank called the Falcon Theater with his daughter Kathleen. It has produced such shows as Death of a Salesman with Jack Klugman and Crimes of the Heart with Crystal Bernard, Faith Ford, and Morgan Fairchild, as well as children's plays and variety shows. When not working in show business, Garry can usually be found on the basketball court or tennis court or softball field. In fact, Garry currently plays in 3 softball leagues in the San Fernando Valley. Garry has been married to the former Barbara Sue Wells for 38 years, 36 of which they have lived in the Valley. The couple has 3 grown children and twin granddaughters, Lily and Charlotte. Garry Marshall is a remarkably creative star of the Valley.